Hi guys, what's up? My name's BigNotTFI and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. And today we are once again in our scaled Among Us thingo in Minecraft that I spent very long on, so please watch to the end because then my effort can be worth something. But anyways, I have been lately doing Among Us task tutorials. So far I've done the trash task, the wires task, and the fuel task. And today will be the 4th episode of the series, and I will be doing basically the same thing. And today will be about the infamous admin card swipe, and I'll show you how it works here. So you need to throw an item into the hopper to activate it, and then to do the card swipe itself, you need to press that button. And there's 4 options: too slow, successful, task completed, and then, yeah. But there's also too fast and bad raid. And this is going to be a bit complicated. This is easily the most complicated so far, but I'll kind of show you how it works. So, to activate it, the item comes through here and it activates this, which puts up this piston down here, which basically activates the whole system. Okay, now this hopper randomizer, when the button is pushed, these pistons will go up, and then only one of these commands will get set off. So it's either this one, which is bad read, this one, which is successful, this one, which is too slow, I think, or too slow, and then this one's too fast. And then if it does get successful, then it comes back around here and it sets off this piston, which pushes a dropper into here, which takes the item out of the original hopper, meaning it won't work anymore if you press it. So if I try it again now, it won't actually work until I put another item into the dropper, the hopper. Right, so, yeah, strap yourselves in because this is bound to be a longer video than usual. So, yeah, let's get into the tutorial, I guess. Okay, so as you can see, I've built my admin table that I had earlier. And to start this tutorial off, you're going to need some blocks. And the mandatory ones are going to be redstone repeaters, redstone comparator, sticky piston, observer, hopper. It doesn't need to be an oak button, just any button, and a command block. And you're also going to need, and also for effects, you're going to need emerald block, gold block, and a note block, but they're not mandatory. Right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your button and your hopper. Now your button goes on this thirst slime block, from either end really, it doesn't really matter. And then your hopper is going to go in the middle block here, and then you're going to come down maybe 4, or just come down like this many, I guess. Just come down 5 hoppers from up there. Okay, and then you're going to just take this hopper, say, and we're going to take a comparator output out from it, from like this, right? And make sure the torches are facing into the hopper, otherwise it will not work, and that will ruin the entire machine. Okay, now for step 2, you're going to actually need to come away from it a bit, maybe somewhere like over here. Okay, and then you're going to place a block, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to place a hopper going into the block. And now you're going to place a hopper going into that hopper. And then you're going to place a hopper going into that hopper. So basically you're making a circle of hoppers, like this, and you can tell if all of the little knobby bits at the end of, underneath the hoppers are pointing to each other. And also if we throw a block in there, then it'll just come around every couple of seconds. And this is our randomizer, so we get 4 different outputs. And then just take the block out, right? Now we need to get a comparator, or some blocks, come underneath, and just make a circle or a square, I guess, around these hoppers, and this will just make it easier for you in general. And then you want to take a comparator out of this one, like that, like this, and like this. So every single hopper should have one comparator coming out of it. And then you're going to get a repeater, like this, and take them from, take them out of the hoppers, the comparators. Right. Now we're going to come, just do what I'm doing here, under every, in front of every repeater. So you're going to get your sticky piston. You're going to place it, one block under the repeater, and then you place a redstone, a block on it, a solid block that can be moved, and it should be on the same level as the repeater. And then do that 4 times. Okay, so this is what we should have at the moment. Then you're just going to place one more block on the end of all of them, and then you're going to place a repeater on that block. Okay. Hooray, now we have our Death Star looking randomizer. Right. Now we're going to get a right now we're going to get a signal from our button, which should be on this block here. So we're going to get our redstone dust and put it right there, and then that should be activated by the redstone, and then we're going to come down here just like this. Okay, now we're going to need a pulse shortener, because if it's too long, which the button will be too long, because the button sends a 1 second pulse, I believe, or 1.5 maybe actually, and that's too much, so it'll give us multiple signals, multiple titles, which we don't want. We only want one. So you're going to get come out of this signal here and just place a repeater with and it doesn't need to be pulled back at all. And then we're going to come, hang on, what is this again? Yes, and then we're going to come from here. Yes, and we're going to come here, sticky piston, like that, and then block on the end, and then, yes, redstone right there. And then under this, we will have redstone, so if we can look, it'll only give a 1, like, you can barely even see it. You can barely even see the second that it gives the redstone pulse. Okay, so I actually made a mistake here, a very minor mistake. It still would have worked. So no repeater here, and you're going to move the piston 1 block back, and it'll still work pretty much the same way, just a bit more efficiently. Okay, now we're going to come down to here, just build a small staircase down. And we need to connect this redstone to all of the pistons, and try and make it make the timings the same. So if you need a repeater, then you need to make sure that all of the pistons have a repeater. Otherwise, it just won't work as well. Okay, so I just linked all of them up, and I'm just going to check that it works by pressing the button, and do all of them lift up? They do. So that is perfect. That's that part done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get our signal from here, and I think we're actually going to move it down a bit, because that will make it easier. Okay, so you can move your comparator signal down a bit, place the repeater behind it, so because otherwise the pulse will only be one piece of redstone long, and we don't want that. And then we're going to make our staircase down down to here, and we're going to have a piston right here, that is, no, there, right underneath that block. And we're going to make sure that redstone links up to it, just like this, if I can build properly. Yep, lovely. Okay, now that's good. And then we've got to break all the repeaters below the one that's being comparated. So now, once I do this, if I do this, yep, this will now activate the machine, basically. So if I press this button before I put something in the hopper, nothing would happen. Now, if I press it, all the pistons will go up. Well, they should at least. Did I press it? Yeah, like that. That is perfect. Okay, next we're going to grab our lovely command block, and you're going to put a couple of commands down, and yes, I know, commands, and you're going to place 2 on each side, and there should be a repeater, so when this repeater is activated, it should just activate both of them. And yeah, you're going to do that on every single side except the one closest to that one over there. Okay. And then next to those, if you want to, you can put a emerald block and a note block. Make sure the note block is on the same level as the command block, otherwise it won't work. Well, the note block won't work, the command block still will. And these emerald note blocks, they just make a nice sound. Which is why they make like a nice sound. I like that. Yeah, I think that, yeah, like, yeah. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah. So, anyways, in these command blocks, you are going to type /title at P, and then you're going to go title, and then you're going to do the SS if you want a color, and then you're going to do 4 because it's red and everyone loves red. You don't need to do red, but I like red. And then you're going to say in this command, too slow. And then you're going to have that one, the exact same, except the title is too fast, and then that one, the title is bad read. So you're going to do that twice more, so 3 times in total. Okay, after you do that, the command block next to the one that you just did on every side is going to say try again. Okay, so the command is /title, just like the last one, at P, just like the last one, but the difference is the next part is going to be subtitle, which means both of the commands will show at the same time, and this one will just be a bit smaller. So then on all of them, like I said, you're just going to say try again. So now if I activated this, then it would say too slow, try again, like it did. And actually also throw an item into this hopper, only one, and then this will just spin around like it's meant to, and it is meant to. Right, so yeah, do the other 2 commands as subtitle try again, which I'll do right now in this very short time lapse. Okay, so I just finished all of those. Now, there are 2 more commands that you will have to do over here. Or, yeah, 2 more. And one of them is /title at P, title, and this is the one that's going to say successful. So there's essentially there's a 1 in 4 chance that you will get a first try, and yeah, there's a 1 in 4 chance that you'll get successful every time, basically. And yeah, the title is just, I'll make it a different title. What can it be? B? Yeah, okay. Success. How do you successful? And exclamation mark, because we all love them. And I think I might overuse exclamation marks actually, but that is a topic for another day. And we're going to grab more of this. We're going to take more blocks out the side, and to place a couple of repeaters. I'd say 4 maybe. So we'll do 4, and then you're going to place another command block, and this one is going to say /title at P title. That is not a 6. Task completed. Exclamation mark again, because like I said, we all love them. And then you're going to do another one on top of it, like this. They'll both get activated at the same time. /title at P, subtitle, and we're going to say, what color should we do? We'll do 9. And we're going to say card swipe. I'll do it in lower caps. Card swipe. There we go. Something that I forgot to mention during the video is that if you want the bell effect for the task completed that I've used in all of my tasks so far, then just put the gold block and the note block next to the bundle of commands that I'm pointing at, and it should just work. So now it's pretty much all working. All we've got to do is dispense of the items that go into the hopper every time that it says successful. So we've got to get a repeater again, and actually don't pull it out. And we're going to take the signal out to here. I'm just going to take it, hang on. Take it over here, lovely, and we're going to take it to a piston, which will be here in a second, which has our dropper in it, which will be pushed under that hopper when this goes off, and it'll restart the thing again. So we need our piston, and that's the thing I didn't get actually, a dropper. So I'll get a dropper or a dispenser. And we've got to go here, lovely. Then we need to get our dispenser, like that. And then our dispenser will be pushed into here for a brief amount of time. It'll get the item out, and then once it's back here, it'll drop it. But it's a bit too compact, all of this. So we need to actually we can't do our normal comparator and like redstone out the side. So we can actually use, we're going to use, what are they called, observers instead, which you may have seen in my inventory. And also remember the redstone, that is quite an important part of this. So yes, get your observer, and you're going to place, you need your comparator as well. You're going to place the comparator right out the side of this here, like this, and the two things pointing into it. Then you're going to have an observer up here, and you need to make sure that the face is facing into the comparator. Then you're going to do another one that's facing the same way, and then now you're going to do one that's facing the observer you just placed. So it should look like this so far. And you're going to come down here and do another one, and now this will activate the dropper. And now we need to make a hole here into the void to dispense our items, get rid of them forever, because we don't need them anymore. So yeah, perfect. And yeah, I guess we can test it now, unless there's something I forgot, which I don't think there is. There might be, but right now that is up. So let's test it. Let's test it. So we'll grab a block, and that should have activated it. And now if I press this button, too fast, too slow, successful, and then task completed, card swipe. And if I press this button again, it shouldn't work anymore, and it doesn't. So there you go, that is your admin card swipe. It should work infinitely, which is the great thing about it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more coming, probably 2 times a week maybe. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.